name is Debbie Daly, and I'm here today to show you how to make an easy slipcover. You might think that slip covering is expensive. You always have to make a decision whether you're going to keep an existing piece of furniture, buy a new piece of furniture, or slipcover it. What is the more economical thing to do? Well, sometimes it depends on the fabric that you choose and the brand of furniture that you choose. However, I'm going to add an accent to my decor, and I'm going to use an existing ottoman that we have that I don't really like the style of it anymore. It's not our style. So I actually have this ottoman here, which is a burgundy leather, traditional style ottoman. There's nothing wrong with it. It just doesn't go with my decor anymore. So it actually has an attached pillow on the top. It has saddle stitching on the decking here. I don't want to enhance the detail of this particular attached pillow. And it has a straight box on the bottom. It also has brass nail heads and a button foot. It's not my style anymore. So I want to change that inexpensively. So I'm going to show you how to make a slipcover for $10, or it could be a little bit under. I made mine from burlap, and why I chose burlap was I like the texture, the natural feel of it. I wanted something on the top of my ottoman, because it's still going to get used, feet are going to go on it, that I didn't really worry about. I didn't want to worry about how expensive the fabric was, and it was very economical to make. Now, the first thing you need to do is, if you can straight stitch, this is an easy project, first project for you, sewing project for a slipcover. Get an ottoman. It's a nice accent, it's a nice detail to your interior design in your home, and you can customize that. So what I've done here, and I'm going to show you first, is I've measured. You need to measure first. So you need to measure the top part of your ottoman. So this being a 24-inch square, I actually cut my top piece of burlap to be 26 inches. So I allowed for an inch overhang on each side, which is going to allow me to pin the bottom skirt to that raw edge when we get to that point. And it also allows for your take up on your seam allowance on your sewing machine. So I cut my 24-inch square piece of burlap, and I put that on the top here. Now, here we go. This is my burlap. 2-inch overhang, okay, 1 inch on this side, 2 inch on the total together, front and back and sides. And next thing I needed to do was measure my width from side to side, which we do know is 24 inches. But then my drop, how long do I want my skirt to be? Well, my skirt is going to be cut at 18 inches. Because that gives me 1 inch allowance to catch on the top piece of the fabric and sew together for a seam allowance. And the other thing is, you normally would allow for more on the bottom hem, so you can do a finished hem. But I'll show you on my particular skirt, the burlap already has a natural fray on the selvage, which I loved, so I'm going to keep that. So that's another step that I really don't have to do on my sewing machine. So I don't have to allow extra to take up, so a double 1/2 inch hem, if you will, on something smaller, like the ottoman, a finished edge. And I like the raw edge of the fray here, so I kept that. So I cut 4 pieces. 4 pieces because there's 4 sides of the ottoman. I cut 4 pieces, 26 inches by 18 inches in my linen color burlap fabric. Now, what you want to do with that, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to put this back on in a reverse fashion so you can actually see how everything went and how easy it was. So, there's my 1 inch on this side of my burlap top, and then my 1 inch on the bottom. You're going to, I'll show you the corner as well. You've got 4 corners here that you need to pin together. So once you actually cut your 4 pieces of the linen burlap, and you cut them 26 inches by 18 inches, you want to pin them together, right sides together. It's hard to tell with the burlap which is the right side, which is the wrong side. So that's also an easy project to use with burlap. So what you want to do is continue pinning. So you're going to pin your right sides together in all 4 sections of the skirt. So what you're actually going to come up with is this one big box, okay, before it's sewn together. One big box of linen fabric, a big square. You're going to stitch, straight stitch on your sewing machine from top to bottom. So then what you're going to do is take your piece after it's sewn, you're going to slip it over your ottoman. Your top piece of fabric is on here. You're going to start to pin your skirt, the top part of your skirt, not your frayed edge, your top raw edge of your skirt, to the raw edge, the 1-inch overhang raw edge of the top piece of fabric here. So you're going to continue pinning on all 4 sections. You're going to remove this. Now you've already got, these are already sewn. You're going to remove this. This is the last part of stitching your top slip cover together. Take it to your sewing machine, start at one flat section and go around. When you get to the corner, you're going to lift up your pressure foot on your sewing machine, turn it, and just continue on the rest of the 3 corners. Then it's actually done. What you want to do next is you're going to take your scissors and you're going to snip the corners, okay, where all that bunchy fabric is. You're going to snip your corners. That releases the pressure when you reverse it, so you have a nice clean reversed corner. So we're going to remove our pins. Okay. Now, once you put this on, if you like the deconstructed look, you'll see that in Restoration Hardware furniture now. You'll see it in a lot of places they're carrying it. The deconstructed look is an upholstered look of furniture that is raw and rough, and you might have the webbing of the upholstery showing, you might have the tacks showing, you might have some frays of the burlap showing. That's a deconstructed look. So I actually like that look, depending on your style. You can leave it with the raw edges showing, or if you want more of that finished look, you're going to reverse it. So let's reverse it and see the masterpiece that you have just created. So, it's a nice finished piece, your ottoman in your collage fashion. So we've got the burlap color on the top, we've got the linen color on the bottom, all in a nice texture. We have nice edges, so nice finished edges. And you've saved your leather ottoman, so you don't have to go out and spend a ton of money. This actually, oh, I want to show you too. So there's the fray edge on the bottom. So that's the project. This project cost $10 in fabric from Joann Fabrics. It was $3.99 a yard, and if you have a coupon from them, that's even better. And it cost me 1 hour of my time to cut, pin, and sew. And now I have a new piece, a new detail to my interior design room. And that's my short tutorial on making a slipcover. It's an easy project for you. So join me for other sewing projects, DIY projects, if you will. And I hope you enjoyed my burlap slipcover in a deconstructed fashion.